Are you ready? What?
I got something to say.
Oh,
On the road again.
I was gonna say the same thing. Dang it.
See, like this.
I should have
Even
had that queued up to play. That would have been the professional.
even when you're not here, Todd, you're here. See that? Look at that.
Look at it. Funko Todd is on the road.
You know,
Funko Todd's having a great trip. He got lost.
I can't be by myself completely. It just doesn't
Funko
feel right.
Todd is making the trip to Pursuit United. Yeah. Hey, man. First of all, where are you?
So I'm in beautiful downtown Cincinnati, where it is officially hit.
Oh.
It is officially hit 0 degrees. So
All
it is
right.
0, and it is going to drop tonight.
Yeah, it's cold here too.
It's going to be -2 by 11. It is going to be down to -6 by 5 a.m.
Sounds like great
Minus
weather to pick a barrel. Hopefully, Pursuit United has heat.
Ooh-wee. Let's see what the Louisville temperature tomorrow for
Anyway.
our practice team is going to be. Let's see. Louisville 10-day weather tonight. It's 6 in Louisville now, so it's a little warmer there. And it is going to get down to 3, so it's not as bad here. Tomorrow, it's going to be by the time we're picking, it's going to be a balmy 19 degrees.
19 degrees.
A high of 25, a low of what? Yeah. Well, doesn't matter what the low is. It's going to be cold.
Well, let's say hello, everybody. As everybody gets in, grab a drink. We're going to talk about the pick tomorrow. We're really excited. I hope you guys are too. And we maybe have some of the guys from the pick team who are, love this. They're all driving out there and making the sacrifice. I think they're going to join. Some of us they're going to join tonight. We'll talk about tomorrow. I do have a poll up. And I'd love, even if you're not a Patreon member, why not? We have, I think, some of the best single barrel picks that are coming.
Look at that, Esther. It's snowy Virginia Beach. How crazy is
Esther,
that?
what's up? Esther, good to see you.
Crazy that snowy Virginia Beach.
Ocean City is supposed to get clipped with like 3 inches of snow tonight. It's like coming from the south. Everything south, all these storms south.
Eric apparently doesn't want to be our friend anymore, so that's fine.
Oh, God, Eric. He's a Chiefs fan. He better be happy we can't catch balls and turn the ball over for some reason.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's not get started on that.
Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy?
Jimmy.
I love the Tucker videos. Keep them coming. So, let's see. Am I staying in a no-tell motel? Well, you don't tell if you're in a no-tell. So let's see.
What are you sipping on there, Andy?
Because I am sipping on a little rice whiskey, Todd.
That would be. Why don't you show the bottle? We will have Mike, the founder of JT Mellick, on our show end of February. Super excited about that. You guys have asked for us for a few of these distilleries to get them on, maybe think about barrel picks. This is the first process for us. We got some of their bottles. I think both of us are very impressed, right? I mean, I've tried some single barrels, but that high proof is just slamming. So it's really
good.
Really good.
I mean, I'm fully transparent. If someone put this in a lineup of a bunch of bourbons and said, pick out the rice, I'd have a hard time doing it. I mean, this is so well done.
What do you guys think of JT Mellick? Here, and then we've got just the regular, Andy, I didn't give this to you to take with you on your little trip, but this is just a small batch.
Well, these two are great.
96 proof. So I'll drink a little bit of that. I want to do a little Pursuit United tonight just to get things moving.
So there's Lori, the better half of Sam. What's going on, Lori?
Good to see you.
I thought of Lori and Sam, and especially Marty.
Lori, Sam, and Marty.
Yes.
Why would those three people be in your thoughts?
Thinking of my rock and roll fans and the passing of legendary guitarist John Sykes yesterday, who was really most famous for his Whitesnake tenure, where he did the Slide It In and the Whitesnake self-titled album. But he also he was in Blue Murder, he was in Tigers of Pantang. He's just a killer guitar player. Big loss. So
Another one gone.
Another great one passed on, and cancer sucks. I mean, it just does. Took him at 65. It's a tough one. In fact, Todd, the first Def Leppard show of 2025, Vivian was not there because he is back. Apparently, the cancer came back, and he is fighting again. So,
well, he said he's been like fighting it for 10 years. I read an article. He's taking immunotherapies to help, and that helps, and then it kind of doesn't do its job, and they have to figure out, like, he's doing combination therapy. I'm like, oh, this doesn't sound good for my Viv.
Todd's going to get punched at some point to keep the streak alive. I will punch him before the night's over. I thought I lost him on the trip, but yeah, I might have to do that.
I thought Funko Todd was gone. So Funko Todd will be following. He will be at the pick. He will be. And Andy, there's other things you're doing in Kentucky. We'll just tease it like that. Work related, but also 21090 related. Which is gonna be fun.
I can't even hit you. I love it. I love
LP
it.
6 inches in Florida.
Where in Florida? Holy
He's
hell!
in the Panhandle, so it's the Panhandle. Like, did you see John? Like, K. Luke was posting that, like the Gulf of America now, I guess, coast got hit with snow. Like, if you look at K. Luke in Mississippi, they got snow down there.
That's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
That is crazy.
Like, I don't have that here. I'm so tired of it's freezing cold here.
That's a hard sight. There she is.
Eileen. So the samples that you won that we were sending you, I don't know what it is about you. They got returned to me. I'm not kidding you. They got returned to me.
It's always Eileen.
It is. And it's weird. They were in a different box than I sent them in like a bag, and one maybe was opened. The bottle wasn't broken. Very odd. It's like somebody opened it up, toured it out, and then just put them in a bag. And usually I don't get them back. It came back to me. But there's bourbon all in the bag and box. It's very weird. And you couldn't see the labels anymore because the moisture from it. So I'll just send you new
there you go.
New samples. I don't know what happened. So yeah, you should be getting your shirts though. And your
yep, that's right. You got a bunch of them out. Your presidential shirts that came out. They're on the way.
Correct.
Tim Cornet, our friend from I was thinking about you, brother. We're both feeling pain.
Misery loves
I got to tell you. So Tim being in outside Detroit, probably a Lions fan, and boy, the Ravens game kind of broke my heart. I had these flashbacks, Todd, to Lee Evans and Billy Cundiff in 2011 when Joe put that ball right in the hands of Lee Evans for the win, and he drops it. And then Cundiff just had to kick a 26-yard field goal to tie it wide right. And I was like, it happened again. So here's where I felt bad. Like, I had no emotional attachment to Lee Evans or Billy Cundiff. Mark Andrews has been so good for us. So good.
He had a
really good guy.
Because he also dropped 2 other passes that were key. And
so he dropped 4 passes all year, and he dropped 2 this game. He hasn't had a fumble.
He dropped 3.
And he hasn't had a fumble in 2 years. He had a fumble. It's like
the worst fumble either. We were driving to anyway.
Look, let's not just say that. Lamar had a bad fumble that really cost us an untimely pick.
For sure.
So it was a comedy of errors. It was terrible.
Only the Ravens beat the Ravens, and that's what happened again.
That's true. Tucker's got more fans than me. Yes, Jimmy. If you haven't seen Jimmy Shorts with his Chihuahua, cue's a button. So
aren't you getting a Chihuahua, Andy?
There may be a new addition to my family very soon. I'm just saying.
There you go.
So I don't worry. More information on that on Patreon too. It's going to be kind of fun.
My dad's getting the dog named Tucker. He's picking it up in like 2 weeks. His name is Tucker as well.
The Lopsa? Is that?
No, it's a Bichon. The little Bichon.
So anyway, hello to a few people. Eric, Eric is there. He gave us a hard time already. There's Groovy. What's going on?
They're making that movie. One thing we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Before we get going here, I don't know if you guys know. Hopefully, you know him. Keith J from MA. He is a longtime supporter. He's been in a lot of chat. He's been in the hospital for over 2 years. I don't know if many people know this. And, I don't know how much he wants to give out about what's going on with him, but, he's had some really big struggles. I mean, he's been in the hospital and sort of rehabilitation center for over 2 years. And as you can imagine, that causes a lot of issues, not only physically and mentally, but also financially. And he's been reaching out to us. We want to do some type of fundraiser with bottles. We don't have enough. but he has a GoFundMe page. So I said we said to Keith today. Yeah, we want to put it out there in case, because he's up against. And again, I don't want to give out too much, but he did tell us this, and he wanted us to send this out. I think the date is February 21st. He has to come up with a lot of money, or his house will be foreclosed. Now, he hasn't worked in 2 years. Obviously, you can understand what the problems are. He's got issues. I can't really go into all of them, but he said it was okay for us to post the GoFundMe page. He needs to get like $14,000.
So Todd's gonna post this. We'll be very honest. I mean, we're a family at Patreon, so I'm
going to post that now.
But even still, we don't typically do things like this. This is but we've known Keith for a while. He's been going through such a rough time that we want to make sure that we at least reach out to everybody and say, hey, if this is something you guys can do, even just a little bit, we'd appreciate it. So, Todd, I think we had talked earlier about we don't want any super chats tonight.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
So what we were looking to do is if you can donate to this GoFundMe page.
I'll put it up now.
This is not for us. This is for him. He's going through an incredible. I can't imagine being in the hospital for 2 years. I mean, that's just amazing. So we really want.
I mean, it's crazy.
It's heartbreaking, to be honest with you. And,
it is.
And so what we want to do is.
I'll try to pin this. Maybe can I pin that?
Yeah, you can pin. You can also we can put it in the ticker at the bottom if you want.
I'll just pin it. I think.
See, why don't you put the ticker in the bottom too? You can do that as well. But anyway,
you can't click it.
Well, that's true. You can't click it. But anyway, you can look at this. We can post a couple times tonight.
I'll pin it.
So every what do we say? $10. If you give $10, we'll basically give you a spin. Instead of the typical like super chat, this will give you a spin for. We'll send you guys whoever wins the wheel tonight will get a Pour Some Moss on Me, the original OG pick.
Yeah.
We only have 3 or left, maybe.
Not many.
We're going to give one away tonight. So that original Still Awesome Pour Some Awesome on Me will be tonight's giveaway. But do not super chat us. You can go and just give it
turn that off?
to Keith's page. And that'll be great. So that's what we're doing.
If I can turn it off or not. How do you turn off super chats? I really don't know how to do that.
I don't know, but if you do super chat us, thank you. But it's not going to go to Keith. We won't really want it to go to Keith tonight.
No.
All right. So that's where we're going. Am I getting a pet turtle? No, I am not.
You should get a pet turtle.
But yes, we were sending you love and prayers, Keith. Just to let you know. So
yeah, we heard from him today.
That is up there, and yeah.
So anything you can help, it certainly will go to a good cause. He's got to get to 14,000 by the 21st. We'll try to keep pushing this out every week so that maybe other creators can do it. I know he's, supporters of a lot of channels, and
so
I just couldn't imagine.
For all smart part, that's what we're going to do tonight. So go to the GoFundMe page if you want to get into the pull for a Pour Some Moss on Me tonight. We'll keep mentioning this as the stream goes on for people who come in and out so they remember. But Keith, we're thinking about you, and we'll do what we can for you, brother. We'll do what we can.
Yeah, well, I mean, as much as we can, and there you go. So
tomorrow, Todd, we're gonna brave the cold, and thank you, Groovy. Appreciate that, brother.
Oh, dude, thanks.
What a good man.
Appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. And we'll have them on soon. They're
doing a movie, so we got all kinds of fun stuff. This is the cool thing about the growing communities. You start to learn all the little.
Yeah.
You learn a lot about some of the side projects of people too. And so Jimmy and Jimmy's Random Content, and then Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic. I love that name. They're actually producing a movie. So that's really cool. So we'll have them on a couple weeks to talk about that too, which is really kind of cool.
Real quick. Yeah. So tomorrow, Andy.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
You were saying, tell everybody what we have a couple guests coming on tonight who will be helping us on the pick team. Mm-hmm. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into the Pursuit United Double Oak pick.
Yeah, well, look, I'm excited. I think it's going to be an interesting. It's going to be interesting because I know a lot of people have their hearts set on one or the other, either a bourbon or a rye, and so we're not going in.
Question is.
We're not going in with the guise of it's got to be a bourbon or it's got to be a rye. We're going in with the notion of we're going to pick the best available, and I think that's the right move. If that disappoints some, I want a bourbon side. Sorry,
I hope you're open to both. Because
if it offends them, I only want a rye side. Sorry, but I'm open to both. Look. This is what happened at Corbin Cash. It was
wait a
minute.
Both. We need both.
We ended up taking both. I can't promise you that tomorrow, but what I can say is, Jay just donated. Thank you, JG. Appreciate that. Donation made. Great community. Thank you, Eric. Also, that's cool. So Todd, you're going to go on. You're in charge of that, of going and checking on that stuff. So
I'll try to see it.
Just for the wheel. Yeah,
I can see. Hopefully, I can see the people who. I'm hoping I can see that. I believe I can see all, and then it hasn't updated yet. Maybe it takes a while to update. That's
Todd's.
Anyway, go ahead. Keep going. I'll manage that.
If there's ever a big brother who watches everything, it's Todd. He knows what's happening. He's like Santa Claus of the YouTube channel. Like it's like I can't make a move without Todd knowing exactly what's happening.
I mean, I know there's definitely been like a couple. There's been 49 so there's been 3 donations. I just got Travis. Okay, now I'm seeing them. Good. Jay, Eric, Travis, you guys rock.
Oh, that's
wonderful.
Cool. Jimmy just donated. Thank you guys. We appreciate that. Again, we'll put this up, and you guys can keep putting that GoFundMe link too every couple of minutes if you want to drop that line. That'd be great. But we're gonna do this
pinned.
tonight. Yeah. That's awesome. But so tomorrow it's going to be best available. So if that happens to be a rye, we come home with a rye. If that happens to be a bourbon, we come home with a bourbon. And I think that's the way we should do it. I have a feeling some of our group is going to have their heart set on something.
Well, I know, and we can bring some people.
But that doesn't mean that that's necessarily what's going to be happening. I think that's the one thing is going to be, if it's the best, that's what we want, right?
Yeah.
So that's basically how it's going to go. So
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, there is a poll, which is what do you want the 21090 pick team to select tomorrow at Pursuit United? A double oaked rye or a double oaked bourbon? And it's quite close. There's been 44 votes. So even if you're not a Patreon member, vote. And if you're not a Patreon, why not, guys? $3.99 a month to get you access to stuff like this. But anyway, I'll digress. 55% said double oaked rye so far, and 45% for the double oaked bourbon. So there is support on both sides.
Yeah, I'm really just looking forward to seeing what's on the table and what the group kind of leans towards. But now that I've done a bunch of these now, and the more familiar I'm getting with doing all these picks, I'm loving the camaraderie, number one, of doing these picks with some patrons. I'm loving how oftentimes the distillers are the ones who are kind of saying, I kind of like this, but I want to lead you in a direction. You start to wonder, like, is this the one to take or not? Like, there's a lot of little nuances that go into it. I just think it's really cool. So
I do know that they mentioned about a week ago that they were laying down some new double oak barrels for us to try. So we'll have a pretty good selection, I think, tomorrow to choose from, which is great. I think
we get brownie points for going out in this ridiculous cold. I'm so done with this. I am ready for spring, man. I am done with this.
I thought you were done with picking barrels. I was like, well, hold on.
I'm not done with picking barrels, but I got to tell you, this is a pain in the ass. I mean, I was...
Yeah, I bet. You drove what today? Tell everybody what you drove today. You drove from Baltimore to Cincinnati.
Well, it's Baltimore to Morgantown, West Virginia. First stop of the day. Then from there, drove to Cincy. I have an appointment tomorrow before I go to the barrel pick. And then where am I going from Cincy to? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm all over the place this week.
Yes, you are.
So it's been crazy. But I believe on Saturday morning, there may be a new member of the family coming home.
Oh, that's right. It's Rocco.
Yes. So there may be a little addition to my family that I'm picking up and going to surprise the kids with on Saturday morning. So
that's awesome. Do they not know it's coming home?
They know he's coming eventually, but they think he's coming sometime in mid to late February.
Listen to that.
They have no idea.
Is getting a dog. You, the person who was afraid of dogs, of course, is getting a Chihuahua. I wasn't afraid. I
think
it's great.
I can see Jay laughing. Well, it's not exactly the biggest dog I've ever seen.
Yes. No.
So
it's cute. Very cute.
He's so. Maybe I should see if I can pull a picture up.
Come on, show a picture. You gotta.
I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
He is the best. He's looks like a very friendly dog that you could never be scared of. I mean, come on, it's a Chihuahua.
He's so cute. He really is. My little I never thought I'd fall in love with a little guy like this, but oh my god, he's so cute.
And you haven't even met him.
I can't wait to meet him. He's adorable.
That's funny. That is funny. Thank you, Christopher Sneed. That's Terry Powers, Joseph Powell, Steve Scone, Corey, CJP. Thank you for all the. I'm putting you in now. That's fantastic. I know every little bit helps. That's really great. Thank you for. I'm watching them come in. I'm putting you on the. So again today, guys, all don't super chat. We do have pinned a GoFundMe page for Keith J from MA, who has been in the hospital for over 2 years. He really needs to raise some money to keep his house so he has a house to go home to. Hopefully, whenever he gets out of the hospital, hopefully soon. We keep praying that he does. But he has about 3.5 weeks to raise nearly $14,000 to have it stop from being foreclosed. So
that's insane.
That's the goal. We'll try for the next few weeks to get him there. Hopefully other creators will help out too, because that's something that, you definitely want not have to worry about where you're going to go when you finally, could you imagine 2.5 years in the hospital and you get out and you don't have anywhere to go? What?
I know. That's
on. So yeah.
Are you getting a new ferret, a pet turtle? Look at all this stuff. Yeah. So no, it's not a pet turtle.
You brought that on yourself.
I did. That's fine. Is the dog's name Flacco? I tried. It's not Flacco. So if I knew you were going to be in Motown, is Motown another name for Cincy?
Not that I know of.
I thought that was Detroit.
It is Detroit. Who said that?
JH. I'm in Cincinnati. A friend of Todd Andy is a friend of Todd and Andy.
What happened?
Chris Sneed. Any friend of Todd and Andy is a friend of Todd and Andy. God, that's funny. Oh my god.
Very funny, Chris. How are you, man? People are always asking when we're going to be doing that. He works for Sagamore. When are you ever going to do a Sagamore pick, Chris? I'll tell you when we do a Sagamore pick. When you can get us the best barrel you guys have. That's what I'll do it.
Todd. When the time is right is what Todd meant.
When you can get us their own juice.
When Todd's saying is when the time is right, we'll do a pick. Right, Todd?
Sure, Andrew.
God, I got to teach you a few things.
Anyway, vote, guys. 49 votes. Double Oak Rise pulling away a little bit, but we'll see. Let's bring up a guest. We have some people who are traveling out there at the pick team. Do we have anybody? There's somebody in the basement, I see. Picker number one.
That's what you do.
Picker number one. There you go. That's great.
All right. Do you know how to press a button? I can do it for you. There you go. There you go. You seem preoccupied. What's up, man?
How's it going, buddy?
Robert, first of all, Robert, where are you?
I'm in Louisville.
You're there. You're in the
that's Morgantown. Sorry, Jay. Next time. Next time. I got you.
So you made it. How's Louisville?
On that Sagamore thing?
Yeah.
When we do a Sagamore pick, it's going to be 100% Sagamore distillate, double oak. When they make that, that's when we do that barrel pick.
I like that idea, Andy. That's something nobody has.
Man.
Yes. Let's do that. Chris, can you make that happen? Christopher Sneed, Christopher S. Can you make that happen for us? He's going to say I don't do that.
I'm sure they're messing around with it.
Yeah, we won't get that. We're in their backyard, but they won't give it to us. So.
You never know.
There's Kate. Oh, look, there's your better half. Look, here we go.
Yeah, hi, Kate. Still awake. I'm surprised.
You opened the buzzer to roost. You weren't supposed to do that, evidently. You're in trouble.
Whatever. It's delicious, by the way.
So, are you excited for tomorrow, Robert? Hopefully you are.
I am.
You're a fan of Pursuit, right? You're a fan of what they do. I hope you are.
Yeah. A big fan of Kenny and Ryan and the things they do, and just who they are. They're really good on earth people. And back in the whole double oak bourbon, double oak rye thing, they told me the kind of things that are going to be coming out, and it's not going to be a letdown, regardless of what it is.
Yeah,
so
no doubt.
It's a rye or a bourbon, whatever becomes the number one pick is going to be the number one pick. And that happens to be a bourbon. It's the best they have to offer us. So no matter what it is, it's going to be good.
I agree. I mean, Andy, that's the thing we talked about. And I know you. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Tim Cornet, for donating to Keith J's. We really appreciate it. I put you in.
That's awesome. Thank you.
I think that, one of the things going in tomorrow, and Andy, I think you guys are going to taste both of these. It's funny because I know, Robert, you're more of a rye guy like me. I think Anthony Peters, who also is on the pick team, is more of a rye. But Dave Vogelson, he said he's more of a bourbon. And Andy, you said you're more of a bourbon.
Nope.
And then we have Chris.
I have no allegiance.
That's true. I get you.
I can switch on a dime. So I'm
all right. Yeah. All right. There you go. So
my only allegiance is to wine.
I think, listen, to me, it's if the bourbon's the best one you guys can find, and most unique and it has a great finish, that's what you go with. If it's the rye, great, because that's what I want.
This is a great question. So Terry, you go for on profile or off profile picks more often. So we have
done both.
So not much of the not much of the first. Like here's the way it's been approached: is if it's really good, but it's very similar to what you can get from a standard offering, then that's not necessarily what's making us want to jump at it. So we are looking for off profile if it works. If it's too far off profile and people aren't going to like it, then we think we have to kind of sidebar. So it really comes down to, A, is it a delicious barrel that we're like, this is just fantastic? But B, do we think our patrons are going to enjoy this? There was, a couple bourbons to choose between at Corbin Cash. There was a boatload of ryes to pick. Both of them were off profile, but both of them ended up being ones we thought were definitely going to be winners that people were going to love. And that's, we've done it every single time. So I would say we lean more towards off profile, but it's got to be stunningly good. And that's kind of the way it goes. Yeah. So that's my take. Sorry, Todd, if that goes off.
No. So let me ask you this, Robert. When you get there tomorrow, is that what are you looking for? You've had a lot of pursuit. You like both.
I'm looking not to get punched by my wife when I get home, so I got to make sure I get a double oak rye and pecans. But I'm gonna try my best to satisfy all things. So what I'll be looking for are things that not necessarily meet my profile, but things that might be a little bit different. Because I've had quite a few double oak bourbons and only one double oak rye from Pursuit. So I would be going for something that's obviously good, but carries something different. Something that says this would represent what I am. Whether it be like a little bit more nuttiness or a little bit more of a earthiness to it, versus the general caramel or butterscotch bomb that most double oaks are. So I'd be curious to see if they pull out if they pull out a double oak bourbon with a that was like one of those tobacco stave finished ones.
Right. Yes.
Oh, we're done. Because that thing can be
Andy, that's the bourbon that Steelbacks did. Yeah, this is it. This is amazing.
That thing can absolutely dominate the whole profile, because how it's so earthy and grounded flavor, but then
like
finish is so sweet. It's like a Heath bar. It's so good. So anything can happen, but. You try to go off profile until you get that one pour. You're like, no, this is
so much. Honestly, to be honest with you, I think every time I've been involved with these, there's just one that seems to speak to you, and I think that's the way single barrels should work.
Yeah,
it talks to you like, You keep going back, you keep sipping again. You're like, gosh, I really, and then all of a sudden, you're like, this is the one. Like, this is the one I have to have. That's what I love about doing these. Now, what's difficult is a consensus. Like, what does everybody think? Sometimes you're off, but you remember we did this with 25 Patreons at Old Wine, and we came up.
Take a vote.
You know what? It happens, and it's that's what I like. Is it what you find out is more often than not, as much as you think you're going to be different in what you feel. People with good palates who come together typically pick things that are in the same ballpark. So narrowing them down is easy. Todd, you remember this the last time that we were together in Kentucky when we were in Louisville. We went out and did the MGP tour and then the Bardstown tour at Lux Row. When we were sipping through all of those, it was so easy to eliminate barrels.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because we all had such similar palates. And there's people from all different walks of life and experiences and sizes. But it was really... The tough part when you got down to 3, that's when it got tough. Like 2 or 3 left.
I lost a couple of votes.
And then you start to we all did. You start to deliberate a little bit and see what you think is going to work. But when you get to that ballpark, there's our friend Dave. He's another picker coming on here. What's up, man? How are you, Dave?
There he is.
Cheers.
You made it. Are you in the hotel? You're there? You're ready to go?
Robert and I have been practicing.
He's my downstairs neighbor.
Oh, you guys have already seen each other. All right, you've already had a couple. I take it. Yeah,
quite a bit.
Hey, can I stop you guys real quick?
sure.
I have to do this. I have to do this real quick. I'm sorry,
Okay.
but Todd knows this since I was young. I was just a non-dog guy.
Oh, you got it up now.
It just wasn't going to do it.
You found a photo.
I found my little
He
buddy,
is head over heels
and
with
I
his
just fell in love. Look at my little buddy. Look
No.
at him. Oh, look at my little buddy. Oh, look at him. I
can't wait until his little buddy poops and pees all over his.
I don't care. Look at it. Look at that face. I fell in love. I cannot wait to meet him. Look at him. He's
so cute.
He is a cute little guy. Yeah. So that's my buddy. So
That's hilarious.
And the kids are going to be. They're going. I can't believe he's home because we told the kids he's coming in late February. And I've had them like, you got to be on your best behavior.
Real quick,
He's
I don't want to
home.
stop you, but
Yeah.
Keith is here. Keith,
up,
so
Keith?
we've got the we're giving away a bottle of our first ever barrel pick. That's sort of 21090 bourbon from Corbin Cash from Still Austin. Pour some Austin on me, and any $10 you super chat. Don't super chat us. No, I shouldn't even say that. GoFundMe. It's linked. And Keith, we've already got 30 entries into this, so it's great.
Todd, send that link to me because I can't jump on my phone at the same time.
Yeah.
So if you
I
text me
certainly
that
will.
link, I can do that.
Perfect. Yeah, there it is. So we're hoping to get some more, and we'll certainly do this. And we appreciate you, buddy. And keep your head up, and we'll hopefully help out a little bit here, and maybe other. I know Ben's in here. He's got a pretty good channel that can reach a lot of people, and there's other out there that can maybe
Send you love, brother. Send you love.
All right, Dave. Tomorrow, I was so interested with the amount. Dave, you support a lot of channels. You are like, I see all the whiskey you go out and you get, and I envy you. I was shocked that this is your first barrel pick.
Yeah,
I can't believe
that's
it.
what I said.
I could not believe this is your first barrel pick.
I'm going to bring a new aspect to your channel. The first trash palette to try a barrel pick with you guys.
Hey,
No
trash
way.
pandas have a good palate,
Yeah, that's aren't we all that way? I mean,
Maybe
come
one of
on.
my favorite beers of all time is Trash Panda. So
It
we're in
is.
good shape. Yeah.
Well, Dave, are you excited for tomorrow? Then I'm curious.
I am very excited. Yeah, absolutely. And like I say, I know I'm going to be the weak link in the pit group, but
what's their link?
I'm going to bring
Todd's the weak link. He didn't show up.
Let's show you, Dave. I'm going to show you the weak link.
That's why I'm not there.
Yeah, I'm real excited, and I appreciate the opportunity to do this.
We're excited to have you, Dave. We're excited to have you, brother. And don't worry, Todd won't be completely forgotten. I've got this thing. This
Funko
ugly
Todd.
thing gonna come
Funko
out. We'll
Funko
bring
Todd's there.
him with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, do you have a lot of experience with the pursuit? The double oaks, ryes, and bourbons. Have you tried them?
I've got one of each, and I've got their regular bourbon and the one that's the American oak and French oak. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Like it all. Absolutely.
Good. There you go.
Well,
And it'll be cool,
I can't tell you how excited I am, Dave, that you're going to be here. We got to meet Dave over the
Yeah.
summer. What a nice guy. We're honored to have you with us.
Yeah, man.
I'm just going to say that. You know what? You're a legend in the community, man. We are excited to have you with us.
agree.
I could not be happier that you're coming along with us. It'll be great. Jimmy, good night, my friend. I love you too,
Night,
man.
brother.
He's
Good
the
seeing you, man.
best.
Not because I brought you each bottles, right?
Yeah, that's right. I didn't share it with Todd yet, by the way. I still haven't shared it with him.
No.
Or yours, Robert. I haven't shared yours with Todd. I love
Yeah.
that. That's kind of what we do.
He doesn't give me any of that.
The ragtime?
Rye?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. I have not seen
I
that
brought
bottle.
it for afterwards, so we're good. So
Now,
we can
Dave's
on that.
bringing you something for me, Andy, that you got to at least give to me. Come on.
It all depends on it depends. Dave knows how it goes. It depends. We'll see how it goes. Here's the thing: you guys don't know. Every time stuff is sent to Todd, he keeps 99% of what is sent to him. Very rarely does he share anything. So when I got you guys and I got a chance to get that stuff, I was like, "There's no way I'm giving it to Todd. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't." Do
I've got 24 2-ounce samples that I'm giving to Andy. If he gives them to Todd, so be it. If not,
24, Andy. There you go. 24.
Ooh, that sounds like a month of
jeez.
That sounds like a month of fun for me. Is what that sounds like. That sounds like a good time.
And there's Ben. I'm happy.
By the way, Bourbon and Balls,
Ben, thank you,
I want to give you guys a shout out. Thank you for the awesome video you guys did on the Corbin Cash hazmat for destruction. It was fantastic. And they gave it one of their highest scores they've given a bottle, which was great. They may not have agreed that it was a Coy Hill killer because they're Coy Hill fans, but they said it's damn close. I'll take damn close any day of the week. That's great. But if you haven't seen their channel, they're funny. They are so, their chemistry is great. I love there's 4 sometimes, and I love but I love their chemistry. They're really good. So if you haven't seen them, go check them out. They're really good.
God, I tell you,
they were given who was it? I forgot the one name, but he was dressed in purple. They're giving a hard time. Yes. I like to thought it was Ravens purple. Not they call him Grimace.
Yeah. I think it was Jeff. I think
Jeff. Yeah, that was Jeff. Hilarious. So good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Anyway, yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow, guys. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
All right, let real quick. So I've got this is the Pursuit United Double Oaked bourbon that Sealbacks did. That was that blend with the tobacco staves. Let me tell you right now, if you guys get a bourbon with tobacco staves, you've got to at least try it because I love Andy. You've tried this, and I think you liked it better than this batch. This is just a regular batch of the Double Oaked Rye. It's not a pick. Yep. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite ryes of last year, but. This thing is, and you mentioned it, Robert. It is like a Heath bar in a glass. It is so freaking good. I can't wait to see what they have rolled out for you guys. And I mean, what do you guys? I mean, if something like that happens, it's going to be it'll be interesting to see how you guys go. There is 5 of you, so there hopefully will be a unanimous decision. It won't be split, which is a good thing. I'm curious how it'll go.
Yeah, me too. Ryan told me he's going to roll out some pretty good stuff for us, and the person helping us should be I think his name is Timothy. He's a freaking great guy, very educated in everything they do. So it's going to be a good experience down there.
Awesome, that's great. Yeah, so we'll know. Hopefully, you guys follow our Patreon. I'm sure there'll be a lot of pictures. Andy will at least give me an
I'll post them. No, I don't trust Todd. I'll have to do that. So we'll
very funny. Very funny.
We're gonna what are y'all picking? We are going to be going to Pursuit United tomorrow, and we're going to be picking a single barrel to bring to our Patrons, which will be
Double Oak, either rye or bourbon, one of the two.
So I don't know yet. We'll see what's coming, but whatever it is, I can pretty much guarantee it's going to be fantastic. So, and we've got a great crew who's going to be with us to do that. Anthony Peters, who is also he's got the palate of a god, which I love about him.
Yeah.
He's coming. He's driving right now, so he's on his way. He had to leave late. Yeah. So
he said he's going to stop in West Virginia and then drive through tomorrow.
Jeez, our pick is at 1 p.m., so we better get early. Leave. I don't know where in West Virginia he's going to have to.
It doesn't matter where he's going to have to get up early.
He's got to haul it.
He'll be all right. He'll be fine. Anthony knows what he's doing. He's a veteran at this. Got some great palettes. So we really do. I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a good group of people tomorrow after we're done. I'm sure you guys are okay. We'll go out and we'll grab a bite to eat. We'll hang out. We'll share some pours. We'll just kind of enjoy Louisville for a little bit. But I am so excited for tomorrow.
Are you guys going anywhere on Thursday? Thursday. So you're in Kentucky. You got to make the most of it. What's the plan for Thursday? Are you going to distilleries? Any plans yet for Robert? I know Anthony said he might try to go hit. What did he say? Heaven? I don't know where he's
Heaven Hill.
He said Heaven Hill. Heaven Hill should be okay. Tomorrow, Whiskey Row is pretty much a no-go. A lot of the distilleries there are closed due to failures of their HVAC systems or pipe bursts and flooding. It's a disaster down at on Whiskey Row.
Whiskey Row. Yeah.
I don't think Old Force is going to be open tomorrow. That's going to I think they have a pretty substantial flooding in their basement.
Okay. And jeez, I didn't know that. Did that just happen?
Yeah,
I guess it did.
It blew this morning. So when they came in this morning, it was just flooded. Of course, they're closed on Tuesdays, but they do operations, and they're like, "Yeah, we're not going to be open tomorrow." So it's still scheduled to be open tomorrow, but I wouldn't put your bets on it.
Because didn't Anthony say he had a? Did he have? Where did he? He said he had something tomorrow morning though. I thought Anthony said he had something at like 11 o'clock
I thought he said he was going to be somewhere at the Evan Williams Experience.
Yes, chocolate and bourbon or something at 11. I'm like, you better hurry up to or 11:30. I'm like, our pick's at 1, man. He's like, it's 45 minutes. I'm like, all right, cutting it close.
Steven, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Steven, thanks, brother. Appreciate that. And listen, we will be announcing soon some other picks that I can't wait. We've got some great things coming.
It's killing Todd not to say anything. It's hurting him.
It is. I can't wait to tell you
guys. And this is what Ben yells at me for, but the things we keep for a little while. It's hard as it is for Todd to do that.
It's very hard for me.
But Steve, we got to give you your props, man.
There you go.
Let's give you a proper thank you and welcome.
Welcome to the carnival. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the edge of your seat. Let's go. Let's go. Do you really want to do this?
P.S. Todd, I have to say this real quick based on that song coming up. JG got tickets to go see Def Leppard in Iowa this summer. JG.
That's awesome.
And his better half, they're going to go.
Are you going out there, Andy?
I think I'm going to go with him because I have work out there. I am going to
Amazing.
Find a way to go out because A, I get to see my favorite band of all time. B, when you go to Iowa, like you can get anything fried on a stick, like wherever you want. So like, you get
Plus,
so
you get to see JJ.
Twinkie, Oreo, whatever you want to dip in something and go ahead and take it on. This is a heart attack waiting to happen. I'm excited.
It's like Scotland meets America. Deep fry everything.
That's right.
All
right, let's talk about what everybody's drinking in the chat. Let us know. I just see Terry say Middle West Dark Purple Rye, Cash Drink, Total Wine Pick. Holy cow, this is unique and tasty. What's everybody drinking? Let's see. Okay, right on. All right, hold on. Let's go, Robert. What do you got? You got the Green River. Is it a single barrel?
I got yelled at for drinking my wife's whiskey, so I went with a Cox and Evergreen barrel pick. This is a Green River Full Proof at 129.2.
All right, there you go, Dave. Let's see what Dave. I'm going to put you on next. Get your bottle. And what do you got, buddy?
Right. I've got the
don't touch buttons.
13th Century Cask Strength 141.2 proof.
Well, let's just go.
Fist the butt. Fist it.
Let's just. Oh my God! Oh, I feel abused. Hold on, this is a family show here, Dave. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's for the bottle share tomorrow night.
Wow, 141. Does it drink it?
Yeah.
No,
I also got a LLME for.
I've never had. I can't find those around here, but that's awesome.
I'm excited that Dave's coming tomorrow. This is fantastic. I'm
really excited. I'm really excited. Andy,
what are you drinking, little fella? What are you drinking?
Well, I'm going to drink. And here's the thing. We have Mike from JT Mellick coming on end of February.
Yeah.
Super excited for that. I'm just drinking their regular small batch, Andy, because you have a single barrel and also the high proof, which, by the way, are phenomenal. I'm big fans.
Putting a little dent in that puppy.
This is Andy's virgin experience on the old JT Mellick.
That is true.
Yeah, listen, there's no doubt the higher proof is much better than this, but I am excited because, Andy mentioned this earlier. I would never know it's rice whiskey. Honestly, can you tell a difference? I can't.
What is a rice whiskey? Have you ever had a rice whiskey?
It tastes like whiskey.
Sake? Isn't sake rice whiskey?
No, sake's rice wine.
Rice wine. All right. So I don't know. I don't know what it would taste like. Look. Oh, Funko Todd loves it. He's going to get drunk tonight. Funko Todd is getting drunk.
He's better looking than you are. I am not going to lie to you.
God.
This is as not offensive a bald Todd as I've ever seen. I'm just not going to lie.
Tan.
Andy,
he does. So I've got two bottles here. This is the one. This is the okay. So
I love that high proof.
Here's two. All right, camera one, camera two. Believe it or not, I actually like the high proof standard offering a little bit better than this particular single barrel. That doesn't mean anything.
Who did that pick? Does it say on there who did it?
Yeah. Let's see how bad my eyes are.
We bought this off of Bourbon Outfitters, and so
it's Etouffee. This is from Etouffee. Yeah,
Etouffee. Whatever. I don't know. Whoever. I guess Bourbon. It's really good, but I think the high proof is better.
But yeah, I think that high proof is just killer. It's really good. I'm enjoying that a lot.
Etouffee was picked by Mia and Company, so they picked it for. Well,
it's really good.
So like when we did the Bourbon Judge pick, we picked the bourbon judge's pick, and the bottle that came in second place is what they sold to Bourbon Outfitters.
It's really good. Don't get me wrong.
It's delicious. Good. I'm not saying they're both very good. I do think that the high proof just was a little bit higher as far as if I had to rate them both blind, but both of them are really good. I'm impressed.
You're doing it great. I'd say the nose. I don't get a funky nose. I mean, I don't. It's so rich.
Well, it all depends on what the Mellock, because the Mellock, they've done a bunch of things, and the legacy, the Mellock legacy, to me it's got a distinct funk on the nose. Aging on 30-gallon barrels, it's got that crafty.
But I like that though.
Whiskey note to it. But the 6-year, the batch proof, I would call that.
Yeah.
The 118 proof, you call that batch proof.
And
the single barrels, they don't really have that note to me.
Yeah.
They taste like a pretty well refined.
Yeah, and Bourbon Ball said the same thing. Little funky nose, but great pour. I mean, the nose didn't blow me away, but the taste makes up for it. If you ask me, like that's what I really like about Mellock. I think it's really good. By the way, there's a legend in the room, Nancy Fraley. What's going on? A little under the weather, but feel better soon. She's having a hot toddy with some lab samples from last year's 5 years to Austin Red Corn Bourbon from her own personal lemon tree. How cool is that? Nancy, get better soon. We miss you. We love you.
We were drinking your Tanager earlier there. Nancy.
How good is that? Right? How good is
that?
I mean, that was my number 3 whiskey of 2024.
And Dave let me save a little half-ounce pour so I can have it with cigar come springtime. And I can't
here's the funny thing.
Oh, so good.
I had that bottle, and I did a short review on it. 2 distilleries have asked that we have relationships with said I couldn't find that. Everyone's saying how great it is. Can you send me a sample? So one of them was Jonathan Mazziano of K. Luke. So we sent him one. The other is where Andy's going someone soon. They all want to taste, Nancy. This I can't say it, right, Andy?
God, you're the worst.
They all wanted to taste it, and it's for good reason. We will have Nancy. We want to have you on very soon because I want to talk about not only that Tanager and what's going on at Still Austin, but I also think right behind that was, and maybe I have to do them side by side. That Murray Hill Special Release number 4 was also something really absolutely good.
They're both bang. They're both bangers.
Fantastic.
I mean, was so good.
We need to have Nancy on for a litany of reasons. One,
Nancy, come
we
on,
need to talk some rock and roll with you. Okay, because she knows her stuff like you couldn't believe. We need to talk some whiskey with her, and she's also so smart. She knows how to pronounce names. Mm-hmm. So, like Jonathan's name is Jonathan Mazzano. Todd has called him Jonathan Mazziano for the past 2 years, even though that's not his name. So, like, she can help us with pronunciation.
I'm Catholic here. I'm sorry. I don't know how to say
it. There's so many things she can help us with.
I mean, he's doing better than I am. I can barely remember names.
Thank you. See. And Nancy, these guys are all getting ready to do a single barrel pick at Pursuit United down in Louisville tomorrow. So super excited about that. So
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. We have we do have a great group coming. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
All right, my next question to this group in the chat. Next week, not to switch gears too much, but we will have Tim on from Chattanooga, the owner of Chattanooga Whiskey. I'm curious what you guys think of Chattanooga.
They're malted They're was it the 111 malted rye?
111, yeah. 111.
That's so good. That's so good.
Yeah, agreed.
I was telling Todd because he was mad at me for talking how much I loved Chattanooga 111 for years. He's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
it's just that good. It really is. It's that good.
You've been saying that for a while. Yes.
But I'm glad I got some confirmation on it. It's fantastic. But they have a lot of really good stuff, so I can't wait to try it.
Well, their cork's pretty cool too. That molded cork on the top. That's a good start.
2TEN90 haven't followed you all along. Are you all radio announcers or are you all in a band? Todd.
Come on. I have a face for radio, of course.
You do have a face for radio. And one of us was in a band for a little while.
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go. Jesus. You were in a band as much as I was like Scott Van Pelt. So, yeah, okay. All right. Let's be honest here.
Todd, I have video of you at one of the shows. I have video of you there.
Where is said video? I'd like to see that.
Would you all like to see a picture of my small little band that we did back in Baltimore?
You don't have it.
I do have it.
Absolutely.
Everyone, of course, would like to see that.
Next week, I will, because Tony's got it. Tony will download it for me. We'll do it. I got it.
All right.
I'll do a little clip of it.
Look at this, guys. Nancy's already starting on the Murray Hill Club special, I guess, number 5 for next year, or this year, I guess.
Oh, 18-year Barton.
Well, Andy, I'm reading that, and you just changed it.
Sorry.
You were reading that.
Don't get mad, little fellow.
18-year-old Barton and 10-year-old MGP 20%. Ooh.
Oh.
So.
That sounds good.
What was
sorry, KJ.
We'll get to you in a second.
Got mad at me.
Yeah, so that's why. So this, Nancy, I will email you tomorrow if that's possible, if you're okay, and just get back to me when you're feeling better. Let's set up a date for you to come on in March sometime, and let's talk about that let's just have a good time. So I can't wait. KJ's here. Good. What's up?
She's in the house. You are correct. I was right behind. I placed right behind William Hung after he did She Bangs. I got right behind that. I was right there. Up and running.
You had no chance, and you had no chance. They're like, this is a regular guy.
I did my best. I had no regrets. I don't. If anybody actually gets that,
yeah, no problem. Yes,
American Idol.
We'll get in touch after. Yeah. Yes, I'll send just whenever you can get to us, Nancy. We'd love to. That'd be a great stream. And one of these days, Andy, we're gonna have a drink with Nancy. I saw she was down at Still Austin last week, doing a bunch of blending with. John Shreble, or how do you say his last name? The
Maggiano, Todd.
No, it's still Austin.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Anyway, and then Cam was there doing his single barrel picks. I was like, man, Cam got lucky enough to be there when Nancy was there. We've been there twice, and she's not been there. But anyway, good for Cam.
But Cam's so much better looking than you are. Look.
I know, but let's be honest.
That's probably
who would you rather have a beer with, me or Cam? I mean, I love Cam, but come on.
I mean, if I'm being honest, Cam. I mean, he's extremely. He's very talented. He's much better looking than you are. He's articulate.
I walked right into that, didn't I?
He's got a memory like you can't believe. I'm going to go on record as saying Cam.
Who would you have more fun?
Would I have more fun with? Probably Cam.
I mean, I'd beer with Cam too. Damn it.
So
I walked right into that.
Cam, if you're out there listening and you'd like to have a beer, I'm open.
I am too, Cam. I'd rather have a beer with you than myself as well. Anyway,
middle school and beyond friends, my people.
That's right.
I'll bring this little gem with me. There you go. See,
there you go. There it is.
He wants a beer. Oh, the Ravens shirt's making me sad now.
Where's your? You couldn't bring the blow up doll. Just that one.
The blow up doll.
I thought you were driving though. Your blow up doll, Todd?
You have that, Andy? What is that?
Did you lose that?
That is.
I don't know where we're going. I'm confused.
I don't know where we're going at either.
I'm getting worried.
What have you and Dave been drinking is my question. I don't know. Oh, man.
You.
Robert Shea says the Chattanooga 111 is good. I had a single barrel pick from Pursuit, and it was really good. Yeah. So, I mean, we don't have a single barrel pick from them, but Andy, I remember when we started first getting into whiskey from craft beer, Chattanooga was like one of your first like really crafty that you're like you love this lineup. So I don't know why it's taking us this long to get them on, but I know you're super excited for next week.
Well, no, I just have to convince you that it's that good, and then when you finally agree, then we get them on. Todd's the hunter.
Because I'm the one who books all of it, and then you go out there and do the
Todd books it, and then I go do it. So it's like it works. It's a good relationship.
Andy was rejected.
Cam old enough for a beer, I think so. That's got poor Cam. That
is true.
He's being penalized because he looks young and he has all of his hair. Like, don't penalize him just because Jay. There's another bald man upset at a guy with great hair. Stop it, JG. I don't like that.
What's up, Michelle? Women of Whiskey.
Oh, they're great.
We emailed you back on Patreon today, Michelle. Check that out. We were just talking about JT Mellick, by the way. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how that works.
All right, rock and roll. Just hope everything's great. We love you, Nancy. Thank you. Get better soon,
great. Everybody.
Nancy, I would recommend something other than a hot toddy, only because anything with the name Todd in it probably won't work.
Oh, no.
But if you can find something else to get you better soon, go for it.
I mean, how about a Funko Todd?
That might help.
I'll send you one of these. This will scare whatever's anything out of you. She is the best. Nancy's so cool.
Feel better, Nancy.
There's Jonathan, what's up, buddy?
Hey, we tried. We were gonna email text you back, except that we didn't want to because you never text somebody the day of a loss. It's just called etiquette. But you're from Boston, you didn't know any better, so that's fine. It's all it's okay.
Yeah, I got all these text messages. Oh, so sorry. Yeah.
Well, we're not responding to anybody. Nope, and nope. Yep. So we need time.
Ravens. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. All right. Let's keep drinking. The other thing I got this week, guys.
Todd, this is your line, Jay's line. I have great hair; it's just invisible.
Have you guys tried the new Four Roses single barrels?
Nope.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, so
Todd, I have a question for JG. You can put in the chat.
Yes.
Sure. Did you get any packages? Because I know it's taken a long time for things to get across the country to Iowa. Did you get any packages recently from 21090? If so, go ahead. Feel free to put that in the chat, Jay. I just want you to let the people know that
Jay should have gotten this stuff. Yeah.
So if you did, go ahead, please put it in the chat, and we'll keep going about our business. Todd, go ahead. Let's put the spotlight in there.
No, I mean these are coming out. What do you guys think of this? I'm curious in the chat. I think it's a fun idea.
Yeah, I've got the two low rye versions, and I like them both so far.
So you didn't get the high rye, which is the B, or OBSF. So the OB, so all you have to do is the second and fourth letters are all you need to know in this. The first two are always the same. But I think it's, is it gimmicky? I don't think so. I think it's really cool. They have 9 mash bills? Is there 9 total, I think? Is that right, or am I wrong on that? I could be wrong.
There was 10, I thought.
10? Okay, then 10.
Recipes.
So they've got their normal single barrel, which is OES. What is it? What is the normal one?
VSU?
I don't even know. And then these 3, and they'll, I guess, do 3 more and then 3 more.
The OB and the first 2 indicate the yeast strain, and the second 2 indicate the mash bill.
Right.
So there's OE and OB. So you have 2 different mash strains and several different mash bills.
Well, the O means this. The only thing you need to do, I've read this up, is this. There's a second one, which is the mash strain, and then the yeast strain is the 4th one. The S is, it's always O and it's always S. It's always going to be that because it's Kentucky and their whiskey, whatever. It's always O something, S something. So the second and 4th one is what you need to. I like the OBSF. This is the high rye. That's not the reason why, but this was the one I've done these. I'll have reviews of these all later this week. But I think this is great. It was $45. I think that's a great. It's 100 proof.
Can we say this though? I gotta say, for if people always talk about what the most overrated, overhyped bourbons are.
Yeah.
But if you were to do underrated, underappreciated, Four Roses would have to be
$45
right up there because I think they put out some amazing products.
Yep.
I love this.
If people tend to just gloss right over for whatever reason, it doesn't get, I think, that's good. The love that it should. Four Roses puts out some amazing juice. So
I think this should be everywhere. Has anybody in the chat found these or gotten these? Yeah, I know, Dave, you said you have, right? You've gotten 2 of them, I guess, 2 of the 3.
Yep. I think
Anybody
I paid
else?
42 for them.
There you go, even better. Right? Yeah. I mean, that's 100 proof. I think they're 6 to 8 year age. What are the age statements on these? 6, 8, 7. I mean, they're around that, right? I mean, that's what they are, and they're really good. I mean, all of them I liked. They are. You can. And the fun thing is, I got all 3, and you can taste through them, and they are significantly different in flavor profile, just based off of the mash bill and yeast. And I don't think people really realize that.
No, and they do it so well.
They do it so well. Love some Four Roses. Yeah. Another 3 bottles I have to buy. And they're, Larry, it's not that, I mean, yeah. And
they're affordable, but they're affordable.
They're affordable,
I mean, that's what's nice, too. It's not, for whatever reason, the allocation game never hit Four Roses. It's not like people are going crazy for it, which I think
except that limited release thing.
Anything that's limited, yes,
so good.
True.
That is
but I mean,
so
for the most
good.
part, their stuff is on the shelf, and that's what's nice about you can get some of the quality. It's
21090 pick.
You never know.
2024's limited release was honestly one of my most disappointing bottles of last year. I just didn't think that for $220 it delivered what $220 should deliver, and it opened up a little bit after sampling it a few times. But man, that was a tough.
Let's be honest, Robert. $220 better be insanely off the charts no matter what, especially now when you're starting to see prices come down because overproduction and not enough consumers. You know what? You better be willing to give me something fantastic if you're going to pay over $200 for a bottle of bourbon. That's all.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
You're
Like
approaching
Russell's Reserve
Russell's
15.
15 for that price, and it came nowhere near that.
Yeah.
In value.
William Hall, Jerry Black, Oreo, thank you for the donations
I
to
appreciate
the.
it. And Keith,
again,
you're very welcome, my friend. Anybody who wants, again, if you guys want to get in the running for a Pour Some Awesome, I mean, the original, the OG pick that we did. Still Austin.
One of the first Still Austin single barrel bourbons to leave.
Well, it was the first for a whiskey influencer, as was our rye, which was nice. We got the first
people like
bourbon and rye. Both of them were fantastic.
Agreed.
So here.
Yeah. So that's
that bourbon.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
I got a hold of that from, what was it, Bourbon Outfitters? Is what you sold it through?
No, it was through Shared Pour.
Shared Pour. Yeah, I got.
That's how you. That's how you. And now we've seen you at Baltimore a few times. You're doing picks with us.
I saw that posted when it went live, and I'm like, I know that font.
Yeah, I think I know who they are.
Look at these. And then we have this.
I got a bunch of freaking glam metal heads freaking pushing
You've been around for all of these. And then our upcoming pick right here,
guys.
This is our newest. This is our newest pick coming out.
What the hell? I still think I look like I should be in the Allman Brothers band.
Doesn't that look like that? That's going to be the name of our.
It looks like the guy from the freaking what was it? The Neanderthal from the Geico commercials.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, there it is. I can't wait for you guys to try this. This rum from Old Line, finished in Port Pearls.
I was talking. I was on the phone
Andy,
today.
Let's talk about we were going to talk about we wanted to talk about this tonight. Let's do this now. Remember?
No, but the what?
Well, we were talking about how many people want to buy of this. Should we have a limit?
Oh yeah, okay. So here's the thing. There was maybe 1, 2, or 100 people who are upset that there was no limit on the hazmat. Okay, you live and you learn. We are not going to have a massive yield on the Tawny Port rum, which is coming out February 11th right now. It's slated for February 11th for a release. In the chat, should we put a 1 bottle, 2 bottle, or no limit on this, on the rum? We haven't done a rum before.
Yeah.
Yield similar to the hazmat. We don't know the exact count, but it's going to be similar to the hazmat, which was somewhere around that $140 range.
Correct.
So tell us, no limit, 2, 1. What should we do? We would love to know.
That's a rum. Can you show that?
Yeah. Oh, God, it's so good. Yeah, go ahead. We'll put you on there. Put in the one of the almond sister. Yeah, Todd, you did look good there.
That is a rum.
What are your thoughts? Eric's coming out of the gate swinging with 1.
Okay.
Curious. What do you guys think? 1, 2, unlimited. What should it be?
It says now that we have 184 paid patrons, but there's about 10 that have.
Well, that's the other thing. Like, we were going to figure out, like, the people who want to come on board last minute just to jump in and grab a bottle.
10 people are dropping off next month because they came on with the cash and
that's
left.
Probably not going to happen again. We're going to figure that stuff out as well.
Top tiers, top tiers
get
2, then 1. Yeah, Terry, we have to talk to. I don't know how we do that.
Well, the buy-ins usually go top tier anyway. So the ones that want to, the people that kind of show up just to get a bottle, don't they usually go top tier anyway?
So if you're doing the pick, like you guys are on this pick tomorrow, you can buy as many as you want.
The cash strength one, right? So the people that showed up, got on a Patreon just to buy a bottle, aren't they usually top tier people anyway? They show up, give buy into the highest tier,
and then leave.
That's what's normally
happening. The thing. That's what we saw. This is the first time this ever happened. It was the Corbin Cash Bourbon. We had people come in like the day. So we're taking circumstances. I don't think this is as prized as the Corbin Cash Hazmat. Let's be honest here. It's not.
No.
But it's very it's like what? It's cheap, much cheaper, a third of the price, and really unique, and I think really good. We want everyone who wants this to get a bottle of it, but we don't want to be then like going through this because it's a rum and we go back to Old Line. They're like,
I don't know how the distribution works. Would it be weird? I guess shipping wise, it'd be a bitch to try to limit to like one per person until all the tiers are met, and then re-release it to the public.
With shared pour, I think we can do that. I'm not sure because this is going through Old Line and Big Thirst. I have no idea if they can do that. Honestly, I don't even know if they can put limits on. Andy, we got to talk to them about this. I assume they can, but we've never talked to, because they use Big Thirst and we're not used to that. We use shared pour. Like, I know Jay from shared pour. They can certainly do one and then open it up the higher tiers for multiples and it adds it to your order. They can do that. I want to make sure people get this. I don't want people taking.
I don't know. I want to put a limit on it. I mean, if you're going to put a limit on anything, it's going to be 3, so they get the free shipping if they want. Because I don't think it's going to sell out. But I've been wrong. I've been wrong before because I didn't. We all didn't think that Old Line was going to sell out,
and it did.
Fast.
And it did.
So that's a hard call, man.
It's a tough call because look, that's the thing. Like we didn't know what to do with Old Line, right? No, I mean, literally, there were bigger channels.
You can, KJ.
Three times the size of us.
You will get it from us, but you can pick it up at Old Line. Sorry.
There were channels 3 times the size of us saying you can't sell a whole barrel of a.
Oh yeah, there's going to be 3,000 people tell you there's no way you're going to be able to sell it out.
And then next thing you know, it actually sold out faster than the Corbin Cash Rye. Like that was what was amazing. Until the Hazmat came, that was the fastest selling single barrel we had. Was the malt tonight. So it is a bit of a gamble and it's a bit of a game. Like you got to figure it out.
Right. I think 2 is the right call here. I think 2, listen, we only have, once these people drop off, well, and maybe there'll be more, I don't know. By the time this goes, we'll probably have around 175, 108 patrons. Not everyone's buying this. Listen, I was not a rum fan until I tried their Case 1 rum. I don't buy rum. I don't go for rum. I don't do it.
All right, well, Todd, here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
We're not going to make a decision.
Okay.
We're going to Dave's going to make the decision. Dave.
Oh, God. Dave's going to make the decision.
Camera's on. What?
2.
Dave said 2. I trust what Dave says. He said 2.
He looks trustworthy. He looks trustworthy.
He does look trustworthy. I would buy insurance or like a new vanity from him. Anything that Dave said, I would do it. I'm just saying. So you know what? Fine. There we go.
All right, Dave looks like a man that sells life insurance. So
he does. I would buy life insurance from Dave.
Look, like I said, we met Dave in Louisville. You could not meet a nicer guy. Because I remember Todd saying, "Dave's here." I'm like, "He's here." He goes, "Yeah." And
he's like,
"Dave, I don't mean to put you on the spot." He goes, "He's going to come up and hang out." I was like, "I don't know, Dave. We don't know. Dave. I'm just going to invite some random dude up to our room here, Todd." He's like, "Yeah, it's fine."
Dave, I was,
and it took 20 seconds. Like, I love Dave. Dave, what a nice guy. Like, what a good guy. Like, so yeah, instant fan favorite.
Yeah, I think Francisco's got here. We will do that. So it'll be 2 limit. If it doesn't sell out before it goes to free members, we'll then put it through back to the paid members to get anything else they want. And then we have we've got so many free members now. I don't know. It's weird.
I think it's like a lot of channels. A lot of these free members, some of them are. There's a lot of channels out there, so they're kind of feeling like, which one do you want to join?
Steve, you want to? I'm telling you, this rum is. I think
that rum,
right? Robert, right?
I haven't had that rum before, but I've had probably lesser rums of that rum, and oh my God, they are so good.
I would buy 2. Just don't slip and drop it. Andy, don't slip and drop it, Andy.
I won't. Yeah. Well, Todd, if I didn't have to go to DC and do this stuff by myself, that wouldn't
we'll
happen.
Talk about that. Yeah. We're not going to DC anymore.
Yeah, I think this is the tough part. And JG said you need to find people just popping into,
So that's the thing. Do you want us to start sending out emails instead of posting? Like the problem with that is, and I agree. I hated. We were like, oh, these people. Who are these people coming in last minute and going in? Like, so we can do it one way. Like the Bourbon Judge does it this way. He emails the link to everybody, but you guys got to make sure your emails, and then it takes a while for emails to get to people. And then people are pissed off because they get stuck in their spam and they don't get the email.
That's the problem I had a lot with like Stuff and Whiskey when they did their their barrel pick with Pursuit, they sent an email out, but the email came through their personal email account, and I had it tagged for Stuff and Whiskey. And so when I got an email from them personally, it didn't. Yeah, it fell through the cracks, and I missed the pick.
I don't want to do it that way.
Missed my own pick. So, but
yeah, I don't know. It's some as we grow bigger, we're gonna. What is
and like I said, Todd, this is really tough, which is why I made Dave make the decision. If it's the wrong decision,
Dave's fault.
It's now Dave's fault because he's no. I'm kidding.
What did Anthony say?
Remember when we met up? I said that Todd wasn't as pasty looking in person as I see.
Thank you. It's these lights. It's these damn lights.
You wonder why I like
pink in person.
You wonder why I like Dave so much. He's like, yeah. He's like, no, you're
Robert,
He looks like an axolotl in person.
You're not
really great.
You're not as pasty as I thought. Look at that. I'm actually. Hold on. Let's compare color. Hold on.
What?
Let's compare color. Let's see.
I
mean, hold on. Ready? Camera 1. Camera 2. Camera 1.
Yeah, he's got a tan.
Camera 2.
My piece is here. Hold on.
This is January, Todd. It's
the
January,
problem with
Todd.
Funko Todd is that he's not as like lobster crustacean. You have a little bit of crustacean in you, where you get to this little element.
That's the alcohol.
Pink.
That's the Irish and the alcohol.
You know?
That's the alcohol. The alcohol is seeping into me right now. That's what makes my face red. It's alcohol. Honestly, it's what it is. Anyway, there are so many channels. I have to choose what channels I'm doing the best picks. Yeah, listen, I totally understand.
Yeah, and I'm with you, Steven. I think what people get upset with are those who hop in like day or two before. What these people are basically doing is saying, I'm willing to pay an expensive shipping charge because I'm going to be your Patreon for the month by giving you guys this tiered access. Grab your bottle, like sign in a high tier, and then quit the next week. And while there's no rules against it, it's just kind of like dirty pool. And so the people who are with us, those are the ones we want to see get the barrels and that are the bottles. That's the problem. And look, there's no perfect system to this.
Yeah.
And I can imagine like a Mash and Journey, like with their size, like they have no way of monitoring this at all. So it's just it becomes a difficult dance. We're working on some ideas.
Yeah.
One sec. We're working on some ideas. Nothing's definitive yet, but as soon as we are able to kind of bring that to fruition, Todd and I will do that. But it's not something that's fallen on deaf ears. Let's put it that way. We've heard the murmurs and the frustrations with it.
So I'm curious, how does It's Bourbon Night lock its Patreon for a week before? Like, because I don't know how to post. So how we do this is we have 6 tiers. So the top tier gets it, and every hour or half hour you get it goes down.
Talk to Marcus. I'm pretty sure you did
Marcus emails. I can do it through email. I could lock it through email. So if we want
Marcus
to email
does email, doesn't he?
He emailed. I don't really want to do that because I'm telling you, I send out emails now, and half of them come back as not the right emails. And like,
I like how you do it. I do like how you do it. It's a lot easier as a buyer,
right?
To get it.
Yeah.
And on the same breath, it's a lot easier for the people that don't care to get a hold of a bottle. Now it's an insane amount of balance because I don't want to see you guys get screwed. Because you guys aren't making shit off profit on this thing. You're just trying to provide us with an opportunity to buy a bottle, and those people that are trying to buy those bottles off of you to stinge us. It's a hard call of which way to go about it, and limiting to those puts the risk on your shoulders.
And it's tough. You're right, Rob. Because I look at Women Whiskey. This is a great point. I have Patreon set so I get an email when someone hits 3 months on their tier. Then
we got that too. We have that too.
But here's the thing. Let's say someone comes in and legitimately falls in love with the channel and the content, and they're like,
"We want Discord there, Terry." Not everyone is on Discord. We have 400 and some patrons, of which nearly 200 are paid, and not everyone's on Patreon. I mean, we can't have both. Like, Patreon is our platform right now.
But what I was saying was this is the problem with this right here is that if someone comes on who legitimately wants to be a member of the community, like it's very hard to say, well, you haven't been with us for 3 months, Because some people will do it and then drop. Some people will do it. We've had plenty of people who've done that and stayed.
I would love to know
because
how
they really like
Jason,
it. So
though.
it's
How does
tough.
Jason, hold on, go back. How does Jason C limit their, I've never heard him limiting his top tiers. Maybe I'm wrong on that. He limits his top tiers? That makes zero sense to me. Why would he limit his top tiers and let people lower buy? That to me, I don't get. Does he say one for all? I can't imagine.
Top tier picks for only one, and then the bottom.
It doesn't make sense to me, Jay. I don't get that. Maybe it's for everyone. He limits everybody. But I mean, our top tiers. I don't know. I don't know. We've got to. I mean, people are paying us higher amount of money. Have to get something. I mean, we're being very honest here.
The perfect system would be like to reserve everyone down to buy a bottle until it opens up and nobody buys one, and then the other people can add on to a cart to get free shipping. Which is an impossible system to imply, but that is a perfect system, and if that's what everybody wants, you're not going to get that.
Jay's right. I think Jay's right here. The Corbin Cash hazmat bourbon. By the way, we're going back to the Corbin Cash. We may find another barrel like that. I mean, there's a pretty. I mean, listen, I don't want to put the course people on the heart.
Okay, so hold on.
We're going back there. But my point being is, I think Jay's right. Not every barrel we do is like this. Like that was a very special barrel.
Dave, I forget who made the comment, but there was a comment that will stick with me for a long time when they were in the chats when we had this post on Patreon. It was basically along the lines of, it's just whiskey etiquette that if there's a extremely rare bottle, regardless of the count, it should be bourbon etiquette that it's one per person, because the community should be able to share it. And now look, I don't know what your face is making that for, but
I'm gonna be the converse of that, by the way.
Well, you can converse all you want, but just let me finish before you jump in. All right, I thought that was, especially with a short number of there was only 140. It wasn't like this was a 220 allocated barrel. If that thing was up over 200, maybe a little bit different. But because the thing was only 140 bottles, and it's extremely limited, 150 proof, I can see the point of, because some people were willing to. God, you're dying, Todd. I'm going to mute you or just bite your tongue. I can see people's points, because there are some people who actually felt bad after buying pairs that said, gosh, I want to give one away. I kind of feel guilty now. Neither party is technically wrong, okay? This is like the unwritten rules of baseball, where if you hit a batter, the next time a pitcher comes out, he gets to plunk your best hitter. Okay, that's not the way it's supposed to be technically, but you do it. I think that's kind of the way it goes with something that's really unique and different. And I think that's part of the problem, because look, I still, to this day, people can blast me for it, I think the Corbin Cash rye we picked was a little bit better than the bourbon. People are telling me no, but because it was a rye, it didn't get the fanfare. It wasn't a hazmat. It came at $138. It didn't have that $140 label. It didn't get the fanfare. Hazmat, $150. It had all the, and a cooler name than the stupid Nelson album. All that stuff together coalesced.
It was 8 years.
And it made this thing this just limited thing that everyone had to have. We could have foreseen that coming. So it was really like, was it bourbon etiquette? Maybe, but you know what? You live and you learn. But I see both sides to that coin, because
real quick.
Go ahead, Todd. I know you're dying.
Douglas,
Go ahead.
Is Douglas Chrysopi out there? Because someone just gave Douglas Chrysopi gave $200. And I don't know who Douglas Chrysopi is. To Keith J's, is he part of ours? If he is, you rock. And Michelle Davilar from Women of Whiskey just gave 100. So, and Catherine Hayes just thank you.
Oh, thank you guys. That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
What did Kate give?
She gave money. Don't worry. $20. It's good. That's great.
Oh.
I don't want, but like, I don't know who is Douglas part of our group? I'm sorry if he is. I'll put him in, but I don't know if this is open to everybody else besides us. So it could be somebody else, but I don't know who Douglas Chrysopi is. And Doug, if you're there and watching us, just say, hey, is that Doug 8? I don't know who that is.
Yeah. And this is what Gandy's saying. Like this is the thing. Barrel picks are never going to be 100% fair, but you have to kind of judge each pick individually. The Corbin Cash was an insanely rare pick. It was rare. It was. And so those are things that you have to kind of list or put in your head when you're doing that too, you know?
It was rare in the idea of proof, but it wasn't but it was a complete unknown.
Agreed.
Like
I agree.
It came from a distillery that nobody knows anything about. So it's like if I open this up for for full purchase and everything, and it sells out quick, and it's like that was a shock.
Right.
Like when what Marcus did that barrel pick with OCD5, how fast that sold out shocked everyone, even the workers at Glens Creek.
Why is that though? Because it's really, really good stuff, right? You can't find that, and that's the same thing with Corbin Cash. They're within our community, they know how good that is, but you can't get that kind of stuff everywhere. Like you can't get OCD unless you're in Kentucky. You just can't get it.
But I mean, did our community know that Corbin Cash was going to be that good?
I think we've been pushing it for a while. I mean,
everybody pushes their own stuff, Todd. I mean,
no. So hold on. It's a little bit different. Not only did it wasn't us pushing it. You remember when we went to Old Line, we were sampling that hazmat there. There were 25 patrons vouching for that pushed this community saying this thing is a killer.
Yeah, they did do that.
So it wasn't us. I mean, because every channel is going to tell you their stuff's the best stuff that ever happened.
Yeah.
We've had the backing of
Doug,
people.
that's amazing. Doug, you were amazing.
Thank you very much, Doug. Thank you. That's awesome. We've had the backing of people who were there saying, hey, we've tried it. We've had it. It's fantastic. They've been pushing this more. The people like the Bad Axe Bourbons of the world and stuff like that who are like, this is just, I mean, he dubbed that thing the Coyo Killer.
So I mean, maybe it should have been limited to
but I still don't know that we could, but we put that rye through. Again, I think the rye is better. We put that rye through. It did sell out same day, but not quite as stacked. It made it to the bottom tier. And we didn't put a limit on that. So what we didn't know was this going to be the exact same or not. But what we didn't see until the week before with the rye that we saw with the bourbon was this massive influx of Patreons and people bumping up tiers. That happened out of the blue that we could not have predicted.
But but during that, you were also announcing a lot of different things going on this year, so you couldn't predict that they were jumping on just for the cash.
Yeah, I mean, it's new to us.
Yeah, I mean, you live and you learn. We're going to have a lot more this year than we did last year, and hopefully the year following even more. But we want to keep bringing the consistency and the quality that we're doing.
Yeah. And you guys reach for the unknown, which has always been my favorite thing. I've always loved going after the unknown. You talk about like going to Sagamore. You're like, oh, I don't know about Sagamore. Everyone's going to Sagamore. I want to do something different, something strange.
Correct. I agree 100% with that. 100%.
Man, that's a great way of going about barrel picks, is doing that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Because
I promise you, everything we do this year is. No, I'll be quiet, Andy.
You're struggling, aren't you, Todd?
Oh,
I know
sorry.
things.
I'm sorry, Andy. I didn't mean to push that.
Andy will tell you this week. I'm sure he'll tell you some things. Andy, you can tell him what's going on Thursday for sure. Right?
In a quiet room.
Come on, Andy.
Todd?
I'll be quiet. Anyway.
So, no, we do have some good things coming. But we also need to make sure that things are finalized before we start broadcasting. And so that's so we are constantly working.
The big murder right now is that you buy 3 bottles, you get free shipping. So limiting it to 2 hurts unless you convince 2 bottles equals free shipping, which you're not gonna be able to do.
It's all derivative though too. Like, look, if we do that with let's say we do that with an Old Line where you're under $60, piece of cake.
Right.
Asking someone to shell out $150 3 times for free shipping, at that point, no one gives a rat's ass about free shipping because you're already paying out the yin yang. So it all really kind of, it's just difficult. It's such a balancing act between like what is going to be right for all parties involved. And I'm going to be
Did you pay attention to the Russell's pick from Marcus and Stephen Whiskey? They had that 6.5, that 9.5 year, and that 8.9 year.
Yeah,
they sold out of them in one day.
Yeah, they're two big groups. I mean, they have a lot of patrons. I mean, when you put them together, it's like probably 400 patrons.
It's a Russell's pick. Like,
I get it.
How many people do Russell's picks? That's a
yeah.
Like, people like they keep talking about how whiskey's dead and stuff like that. It's not. It just shifted, and it shifted over to us, you guys.
Yeah,
doing barrel picks.
Well, because there's too much right now. There's overproduction and not enough consumers, and that is what is opening up the idea for us to be able to go out and push things that used to be unavailable to whiskey influencers that now can. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. JG mentions Jason sees Patreon as popular because he offers more than pick. Listen, I agreed. If you make Patreon about picks only, no, I agree with that. We do advent calendars. We do fantasy football.
I don't think that was a knock. I don't think that was a knock on us.
I mean, we're not. But let's be honest though. Here, hold on. It is a lot about the picks.
Well,
Jay, I mean, listen.
It is. It's more just a pick. So people that show up just for the picks and they bounce, that's their fucking loss. Because in the Patreon, and people are like, man, I'm really bummed that I didn't get a sample of at least a pour taste of this. I guarantee you, somebody on that Patreon account is gonna go like, message me.
Yeah,
I'll send you something.
Right.
Yeah.
for
Like
sure.
it becomes a massive family at that point.
Correct.
And,
that's what we want to. That's exactly what we want to do.
And I think
we are. I think we are.
I can tell you, I don't think that Jay meant any sleight of hand to 21090.
No, he's more of an insult to people that
he's not talking about us in this. I know Jay that he's not talking about us in this category. So it's not like we need to defend ourselves.
No,
I think we're doing exactly what I think we should be doing. We want to get better, but we want to make it more than just about picks. We want to bring everyone can do picks. You can go to your local store and get a pick. We want to make it more than that.
Well,
and that's what makes us so communal. We have to make this a communal thing where people not only enjoy the juice that they're going to get, but enjoy. Look, you get 6-7 barrels or a year.
Yeah.
Great. What are you doing every other week in between? Hopefully you're hanging out and enjoying the company and the product that's on the field, basically, right? So that's what we're trying to do. It's got to be a full package. It really does. So, and there's going to be hiccups along the way.
Big Daddy has a very good point here. And we could do this. Before a pick, turn off monthly subscription and make it a yearly only option. Then reverse. That is actually a genius idea. You could do that.
We could do that.
People from coming in the last
and so
minute.
Maybe like week of you do that, something like that.
That's a great idea. Yes.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
That's a very good idea. That keeps people from coming in at the last minute. And if they really want to, put your money where your mouth is, you're here for a year. I mean, like you can't go away at that point. It makes you decide. I like that idea, actually. That's a big.
And then you're vested. It's like, all right, I paid the money, so do it.
Yes,
yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Bourbon and Balls. I like this. If I see a great channel that I want to support, I sign up for Patreon. I pay some channels.
And they're a great channel. Support. I mean, Charlie does the whole group. I love what they're doing, and they're fun. They're sports, and they like music, and they like they're like our people.
And here's JG. I just joined Patreon just to, picks was just a bonus. All I'm saying is if you guys get back to your roots, what Jay is trying to say is we need to do more content around Def Leppard. So because he loves it. So I am fine with that, Jay. We will do more Def Leppard content. That's what you want to see. You just want to hear.
Yeah, the hazmat going Guns N' Roses was too much.
Yeah, I mean I'll bring it back. That's fine. Look, I've broken bread with Jay and his beautiful wife, and a lot of other Patreons. We've done meet and greets. We're not going to stop doing that. I think that's something that we want to keep doing. As you grow, here's the one thing I will say, and this is life. This is not just 21090. If you're making 100% of the people happy, you're doing something wrong. You're never going to make 100% of the people happy. So
cheers, James.
We're going to do our best to continue to be true to who we are, like Jay said, and everybody else. But you know what? There's bumps in the roads and growing pains when you grow. That's any company will tell you that's the way it goes. There's always a bump as you start. We started and we were happy when we got to 100 subscribers. We're like, wow, this is the coolest thing ever. We're approaching 10,000. 10,000 could turn into 20. We don't know what it's going to be.
Everything. That's kind of a lot in a couple of years.
So, this is something where, you do learn a little bit as you go along that things are, it is what it is. So, Frank, you did not come here for knowledge. We learn from you. Frank, I love Frank. He's the smartest guy I know.
He was at
I
the
love
pick
Frank.
with.
Yep.
Hey, Frank, we're going to try to do another event at O-Line this summer with David and maybe some other friends from around the country. So stay tuned for that, buddy. If you're
He has an amazing wife it's true. I've met JG's wife. I think I can tell you 100% that Jay married up. That's all I can say. So
yeah, I did too. It's good for us ball guys, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Jerry Black, Def Leppard at an Iowa State Fair. Enough said.
Dude, I'm gonna be there. Who wants to go? Who wants to rock out in Iowa?
Hold on. Will Jerry be there? Because Jerry, I think, has visited JG. He's in the area somewhat. Jerry, you could be there with Andy and Krista and JG and have a good time.
Let's do it, people. Let's rock out in the Corn State. Is it the Corn State or is that the Nebraska?
Yeah, Jay, I get you. And I know you weren't. I get it. I don't all I'm saying is it's not always about but I think picks are a big part of this community as we grow. I'm just saying, let's be honest. If we want to grow, picks are a big part. I'm not going to shy away from that. They are a big part of this.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about that.
Getting the right picks are good, and we'll never do a lot. We'll never do it. I mean,
you're never going to get the right pick.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
You get what.
Robert, is your room on fire?
He just did a big.
Is your room on fire?
Only slightly.
Okay, just checking, making sure. You may want to get out of there. Go to Dave's room. If you're in trouble, stop, drop, and roll, and go to Dave.
It does look like it's on fire. Look at it. There's smoke.
Ramen noodles don't need to be cooked that long on the hot plate, dude.
I think I forgot to put water in there.
Dave, you better go check on them. The bigger question is
check on his bourbon first.
What room is the bottle share in tomorrow? Anthony's. Andy, I don't even know where you're staying tomorrow. Where's the bottle share going to be tomorrow night? What hotel room?
I think it'd be really kind of fun to bring all of Dave's furniture down to my room.
Oh, all right. There you go.
You got this. You bring in the rolling chair, the love seat, and
oh god! All right, let's do this. These guys have a big morning tomorrow, and off to Pursuit United. Last call for the Matt J from MA.
You're doing great, Will. So I'll keep going.
There, it's linked. No super chats. Go to him. We'll give it away. Andy, what is the pour some Austin on me? Single barrel. There it is.
Single barrel.
I'm going to give that away.
The original, the OG single barrel pick, which is a growing list of picks now. You're going to get the original that we were the first whiskey influencer to get a bourbon. It was so excited.
All right. I'm going to load up the wheel here and let's give it away. Amazing guys, really amazing tonight. Thank you for doing that. That's I think we've gotten over $500 for him tonight. I think it's amazing.
Picks are just a bonus. See, I love you guys.
That's
that's why we love you guys. Look,
here's what we'll do. I will also do this.
He's gonna do something.
We'll add a second. There's a lot of people on this wheel. I think we should do a second win. Andy, I'm going to give out 1 ounce pour of our rum pick.
Oh,
1 ounce. 1 ounce.
Good boy. Good job, Tom.
We're talking about the
second winner.
What was it? The Magnus special release?
Yeah.
Earlier?
Yes.
How about a 2 ounce pour of that towards there?
I have that, sure.
See,
you can do that. All right. There's 3 winners. There you go.
Oh, right. And we're going to do an 8x10 autograph picture of Dave. So we're going to throw that in there.
Oh, so that's
coming to
Dave. What do you think about that? Can you autograph that, Dave?
No,
Dave,
absolutely.
Dave, I want the single barrel pick that you guys pick tomorrow. I want you to autograph the bottle for me because it's your first pick ever. I think you should autograph bottles for people. That's what I think.
I'll autograph the bottle I'm giving you.
Oh, that's even better. That's personalized. I like it.
If it ever gets to you, Todd.
That's true.
You love me.
That's
you
true.
Will. All right, I'm going to bring up the wheel, guys. We're giving away 3 prizes tonight for Keith J from MA getting him home and in a house that is his house.
In the meantime, I want to tell everybody, Todd had this idea while you're pulling that up.
Sure, go ahead.
He had this idea. He said, hey, I can't be on this pick with you. Will you bring the little Funko Todd with you?
Correct.
Take some pictures, kind of like Flat Stanley. He thought it'd be great. And I was like, of course, Todd, I would love to do this for you. What Todd didn't realize was,
shit.
It's really difficult when you're a little puppy who's kind of leaving home for the first time. And it needs a chew toy as it's going to spend 7 hours with me. So when Rocco sees little Todd Funko Pop,
don't you do that, Funko
he's going to get his first chew toy. So
don't you do that to Funko
Rocco,
Pop.
meet your first chew toy. Look at that. He's going to chew on this all day long.
If he
Rocco, you want a little toy, buddy?
I will.
Yes, I do.
I will
Yes,
take
I do.
Funko Andy.
A little toy, buddy.
I will take
Yes,
Funko
I
Andy
do.
and blow him up. I will blow up Funko Andy. I will blow him up if you do that.
You can blow up whatever you want, but your head's going to this big bald dome is going to be in that.
Look at this. Yeah. Corey wants autographed Dave picture. Oh, that'd be Andy.
No.
I think Dave needs to sign bottles. People want Dave to sign bottles. They want to buy. It's not us, Andy. It's Dave. It's Dave. It's Dave.
No, it's not.
Cheers, Dave.
Here's the bad part, Dave. I haven't named the bottle yet, so this could
guys,
end
we
up
have not named this bottle.
This could end up influencing my name. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Like David Lee Roth, and it's instead of David Lee Roth, it's Dave's face on David Lee Roth, like doing some kind of crazy kick. Andy, David Lee Roth. It's Dave Vogelsang.
Yeah, I get it. It's got to be your dog. I get it.
An idea for the bottle, and a fun fact: driving from Virginia Beach, almost outside of Lexington, you can listen to the entire Def Leppard
What's up, Ron?
albums, all of them.
There you go, Andy.
Love it.
Andy.
Love it.
Yeah, you were on. Yeah, I mean, he had some obscure shit going. We saw you texted us what you were listening to, Robert. That was some good. It wasn't like the main hits.
It
you
was
were
playing
on
some B-sides at that point.
It was.
It was going through them all. I'm like,
oh my god,
there's got to be one of them in here.
All right, let's bring up the wheel, guys.
And
These
you
guys
remember just how bloody good they were too.
Yeah,
that's right. Let's present. Let's share the screen, guys. Thank you for supporting Keith J from MA.
Yeah,
he needs it. We'll try to maybe do more of this throughout the month of February because he's got a 21st deadline of February. I think we raised tonight. I think it might have been like $600-700. Guys,
that's awesome.
Thank you. That's amazing.
Fantastic. We appreciate that.
So let me.
That's great news. I didn't see you ready.
Sorry. No, that's not it.
You say the word there, little fella. You're doing good.
Sorry, buddy. Hit the wrong one. There we go. Share it out. So we'll do three things. The first winner will be for the bottle of Pour Some Austin Me. The second winner will be for an ounce of our Old Line rum pick that's coming out, plus something else. I'll put something else in there for you. And the third winner will get 2 ounces of I think one of the best whiskeys of 2024, the Joseph Magnus Special Release number 4, Nancy Braley. I mean, that's an amazing pour right there. So thank you, Robert, for doing that. And Andy, you got it up?
It's up to you there, little fella. Go ahead, make it spin.
All right, let's see the first. So we do first winner. This is for the Pour Some Austin on Me. Let's go. Let's shuffle it once, twice, 3 times.
Once, twice, 3 times. Ah!
There we go. Let's see who wins the Pour Some Austin on Me.
I want the bed sheets on the left.
No,
is that JG? Is that JG?
Women of Whiskey.
Women of Whiskey. Oh, love Women of Whiskey.
Women of Whiskey. So they won. We'll remove them now for
that's me. Hello.
Now for the 2 ounce of the Old Line, our upcoming pick from Old Line, their rum, and I'll throw in some other stuff. I don't know. It'll be good stuff. It'll be stuff from 21090. Here we go. Let's see who wins that. Come on now. Who's winning?
Come on, Schwartz.
Oh, it's Chris Sneed. Chris Sneed. Well done, Chris. Locally, I can deliver it to him. All right. Remove all instances.
Todd loves when he can save on shipping.
I do. And then thirdly, thank you, Robert. 2 ounces of one of the best whiskeys of 2024, Murray Hill Special Release number 4. Let's go. Let's see who wins this.
Go for it, fella. The winner is...
Oh, is it Kathy Graves? It's Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
Kathy, I'll give
I
you
should have
her
brought
address.
that over here. I'm going to hand it over to you guys for
I
special
know.
delivery.
It's true. Well, maybe we'll see you soon, right? I mean, that might be happening.
That's congratulations, guys. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Well
that's
done.
cheap and easy for me to ship.
I forgot to tell you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Kathy, would you go to prom with me? Absolutely not. I'm not going to prom with some little schmuck like you. I'm kind of cool. I'll have my hair forever.
Oh, God.
You'll be bald by your time you're 25. Are you sure about that? Positive. Bye-bye. See, there you go, Todd. And we're done.
Joe Graves, her husband's here. Joe, how good was that JT Mellick? I gave him the single barrel. He loved that single barrel for JT Mellick. All right, so next week we will have recap of this wonderful pick you guys are doing tomorrow. Check out our Patreon. Picks will be coming up. Pictures, maybe some videos with Funko Todd and the rest of the gang. Stay tuned. We will have Chattanooga, Tim, the owner from Chattanooga, on next week. Dave Mira from we have a lot of guests in February, I should say.
Doing great, Todd. Doing great. And little Rocco will be joining us as well. So we'll have him next week. I can bring him on. He can meet the crew. What do you think? My little buddy. He is cute. All right.
It was great.
Until next time, people.
All right, we'll see you next time, next Tuesday night, Chattanooga Whiskey, and recap of this wonderful single barrel pick. Guys, thank you for doing that, by the way.
Is there anything you want to see going out? Dave, is there any anything you'd like to see about Todd as we leave tonight? Anything funny about Todd? What would you like to see? Pick your poison.
I liked when he was singing with you and you were playing
God
guitar.
damn it, Dave.
I like that. I like that too, Dave. Dave's the best addition
Why is
we've
it always
ever
me?
had. Well, because it's pretty easy. See you next time, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Rock on, people.
Yep. Look forward to it.
Take a bottle.